Hey, what's going on out there in Facebook land? The Conservative Entrepreneur here. Wanted to talk to you today about your prospecting and recruiting efforts out there in your direct sales business, or really in anything in life that you're prospecting or looking for somebody for. There's so much that you can learn and do, and things that will help you have more success in your search and out there prospecting, and things that will hurt you along the way. And you know that you should always have at least what we call 10 in play in your prospecting world. I mean, these are 10 people that you're talking to and are interested in what you have to offer. And if you have them in play, you may have even heard somebody say, these are the people that are in your pipeline, right? You ever heard that? Those folks that are in your pipeline. And you should, again, have at least 10 in play or 10 in your pipeline at any given point. But I wanted to share a visual with you today to help you understand how you can get people through your pipeline and into what it is you're trying to get them into, whether it's your business or whatever the case may be. So a great little visual here I want to share with you. This is your pipeline, okay? You can see it's just a little tube, a little clear tube, right? No matter how you look at it, that's your pipeline. And as you're out there prospecting, every time you meet somebody, this cotton ball, and you tell them about your opportunity or whatever, then you've put them in the pipeline, right? Just like that, you now have one prospect in your pipeline. And maybe you talk to somebody else and you put them in your pipeline, right? Now you have two prospects in your pipeline. And maybe you talk to another one and they say, yeah, I'm interested, send me some information, and you put them in your pipeline. So you now have 3 people in your pipeline. Now, here's where I see people make the mistake. They get some people, let's say 3, in their pipeline, and then they start following up with those 3, basically just chasing them, right? So you follow up with those 3, and you're trying to, see if you can get them to come to the meeting or get on the next call or whatever, and you're trying to push them through the pipeline, and the objective is to get them out the other end. But look there, you can't really push them through the pipeline with just 3 people. Just like these cotton balls that are in the tube, you got 3 in there, but they're not coming out the other end. And you might be able to relate that to your business, right? You have people that you followed up with, and you're following up with them, and you're back and forth with them, and you're like, hey, you should come to this, and hey, you should come to that, and they're just back and forth, but they're just not coming out the other end of the pipeline like you want them to be. And here's the reason why. The only way you're going to get people to come out of the pipeline is not by getting 3 in there and then following up with them back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to try and get them to come out, because you can't. I mean, just like this tube, you can reach your finger in, you can touch them, you can see them, they're in there, you can push them back and forth, but you're not able to push them out. Why? Guys, there's only one way to get people to come out the other end of your pipeline. And that's to keep putting people in the pipeline. Because see, if you just keep putting people in the pipeline, as you're talking with folks, you'll see that it just pushes these people through. And some people may get skipped over, and somebody else may come out the other end. Boom. But you just keep putting people in the pipeline. See, that is the key to your success. It's not about putting 2 or 3 in and following up with those 2 or 3. It's about continuously putting people into your pipeline and following them up. And I mean, here's the reality is even if you try and stop it, if I put my hand over the end here and I just keep putting people in the pipeline, right? Inevitably, no matter what happens, if people are still just getting into the pipeline, look what happened. It just keeps happening. So how do you do it? How do you get people through your pipeline and into your business? The key is simple. You just put more people in the pipeline. Don't make it hard. Don't confuse it. Quit chasing the people that you have if you only have 2 or 3, and start adding more. Because the more people that you put in your pipeline, and the faster you put them in, the faster they're going to come out the other end. So I hope that helps you go out there in 2017 and really build a big business. But just remember, it's not about putting 2 or 3 in your pipeline. that's going to get them to come out the other end and trying to chase them back and forth and convince them to get started. The key to get people to come out the other end, just like the tube and the cotton balls, is to just put more people in until it forces people out. With that, guys, I appreciate it. Do me a favor, hit the share button on this. I would appreciate that if you saw some value in it. But with that, everybody just stay focused, feel good, and bye-bye for now.